Hey guys, surprise video here. I didn't expect to actually do a any bonus videos this week because we don't have a bug fix patch until next week. I'm also rubbing the wrong side of my shirt. But Dead by Daylight released some stats. I thought we would go over them because stats are good. Stats are interesting. They allow for a lot of interesting discussions. So let's take a look at them real quick. I was actually in the middle of recording videos, so good thing I already had OBS open. Now, the first thing they wanted to give us is the stats for the pig, which I find it interesting how often they're bringing up the pig in recent months. Because if you guys remember back in the, what patch was it? A little while back, before the new Saw movie released, or when the new Saw movie was releasing, they were doing a lot of teasers around the pig, and people thought, oh, it was the 8th anniversary chapter, I think. There was a lot of teasers around the pig. People thought maybe we were getting like a Saw chapter 2. And they're continuing this very odd like obsession with showing off the pig. So I'm wondering if there's a pig rework on the horizon that we're not being told about. But it looks like we've got over 1 million successful ambush attacks, over 1 million reverse bear traps used, but only 71,000 reverse bear trap kills. So we've got, what is that? Like an eighth of all bear traps actually get a kill. This is something I've been talking about for a while, where bear traps feel utterly fucking worthless. The whole lethality point of them just is so bad. But it's nice to have stats to show what the fuck I mean. That is a terrible ratio. That is a terrible ratio. But over to almost 3 million jigsaw boxes searched, which means that the average of 3 boxes or so for every bear trap is in play, which is, you know, built hard coded into the game, so we can expect that. So this is interesting. I like the discrepancy between the amount of actual bear trap kills and bear traps used is pretty fucking insane. It looks like this is from April to July. Sorry, April to June. Do I know what I'm talking about? Yeah, April to June. So over the course of 1 month, which I didn't think there were that many pig players. So, you know. Ever wonder what a month in the life of Pig is like? Turns out she's quite busy ambushing and fitting traps to survivors well over 1 million times. Survivors have been kept busy as well, collectively searching an average of 6.85 jigsaw boxes per match. For the keys to the reverse bear traps, these traps ultimately don't kill many survivors directly, killing an average of 0.17 survivors per match. Though the time spent searching for the key may be costly, I can guarantee you it is not. She's far too weak for it to matter. Anyway, chases. Average pallets thrown per survivor is only 1.5 over every MMR. Okay, so where was I? So it's interesting to see that there's like not that much difference between high MMR and quote unquote low MMR. There's only like a marginal increase. But what's interesting to me is it says only 1.5 per survivor. I feel like that's not right? Because like the average chase can see 2 to 3 pallets thrown easily. Like easily can see 2 to 3 pallets thrown in one chase. That's why these chases are lasting roughly a minute. Oh, it says a minute per match. That's even more interesting. Matches where each tier of bloodlust is reached 56%, 14%, and then 3%. I understand the 3% and the 14%. I think a lot of people, I did a discussion on this a while back. I might redo a video on it. But a lot of people like talk about bloodlust and they're like, oh my god, bloodlust is bullshit. You need to remove tier 2 and tier 3. And I'm like, tier 2 and tier 3 basically never happen. You know, that's like one of my biggest things, that tier 2 and tier 3 basically never happen. I feel like if they did remove tier 2 and tier 3, almost nobody would notice for like the first like month or so, until some random streamer, you know, would be sitting there like, that's weird, I haven't entered bloodlust tier 3. Like, no, I don't think it would go, you know, I don't think anybody would notice. And these stats kind of like show that. Like, maybe tier 2 might be noticed, but like tier 3, nobody would fucking notice, because you have to be in chase for 45 seconds without using your power and without breaking a pallet to enter Bloodlust tier 3. So the second chase breaks, it just gets reduced. And then if you get stunned, it reduces it by 1 tier, I think, to a minimum of 1, if I remember correctly. All right. Let's talk chases. Survivors spend an average of 1 minute being chased throughout the match and throwing somewhere between 1 and 2 pallets in the process. Before you accept your best survivor award, keep in mind that these are averages. Some survivors may be chased more than others in a given match, and others may not be chased at all. On the killer side, we checked how much each tier of Bloodlust is reached. Bloodlust 1 kicks in at least once in about half of all matches. That's yeah. However, the higher tiers are far less common. Well, I would guess so. Then the Blood Moon event gave us some stats. Oh my god, I haven't thought about the Blood Moon event in ages. The Blood Moon event happened in April? What? No, it happened. Okay. I'm stupid. No, I've read the 4 in 2024 and I was like, what? Anyway, so total blood points earned by all players. Or is that 1 billion? No, it's higher than 1 billion. 1 billion is 9. Oh my god, what is that? What's after 1 billion? 1 trillion, right? That's 13 trillion? Nice. Average blood point earned per player was 4 million during the event. That's all? You guys only earn, like, that's it? What? How little were some people earning? I got Billy from P6 to P41. And then a whole bunch of other characters like went up I P3'd like a bunch of survivors, and I fucking like P10 like 2 other killers. Like, holy dude, I must have gotten like 60 or 70 prestiges out of that event. Like, total number of blood zones created 52 million. Yeah, because I really hope that next year's Blood Moon event is a little bit more. I really hope that it's not blood zones that need to be created for the community thing. I don't mind community-driven rewards, but there were so many people that had no idea you were supposed to be creating blood zones for the community thing. So I really hope that next year is like something different. Like, it's just basically like, say, blood points earned. Everybody earns more blood points, and so it leads to like an increasing amount of blood points you earned. But yeah, yeah. If the entity had an accountant, they'd be sweating buckets with more than 88 million matches played. Holy shit. Over 13 trillion blood points awarded throughout the Blood Moon event. That works out to an average of 4,754,921 blood points per player. Sportsmanship. Players that said GG from the month... Oh my god. Oh, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. The date range for this is from November of 2018 to May of 2024. And only 574 million people have said GG. Really, guys? Really? Really? You guys are like that fucking salty in matches. You can't say GG in fucking 6 years. Almost 6 years. You've only said GG 574 million times. That is pathetic. That is sad. I'm not even worried about the thumbs up because nobody fucking uses that. I am like the option to type GG, 2 letters, into the chat right before you leave or whatever. You are that salty over this fucking game. You can't do that more than 574 million times in 6 years is so ungodly low. I expect that in 1 year. I expect that in like 6 months. 6 years? Oh my god, that is sad. That is sad, bro. This one goes out to the good sports who managed to set aside their differences after being hunted or battered by pallets and said GG over 574 million times. Those who prefer to show their appreciation quietly have given props to players more than 151 million times. Yeah. So some of these are interesting. This one, I'm just like, this one is so dubious. Because it's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? It's only an average of 1.5 dropped or 1.6 at IMMR. I see 2 to 3 pallets a chase easily. Gideon's Meat Plant, Hawkins Lab, and fucking Greenville Square exists, where there's a pallet every 2 inches, and this is the average? I don't know, man. I don't know. This one's so weird. Like, they have no reason to lie about it, but I'm just like, I want explanations for this one. I want explanations for this so bad. Like, I just, oh my god. No wonder the pallet problems never, no wonder they just keep throwing, no wonder they make maps and they're like, pallets, have pallets. Somebody please throw fucking pallets. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, some interesting stats. I am fascinated they brought up the pig. I'm glad that I have some hard numbers to show the discrepancy in the lethality of head traps. I just, you know what I wish went here? I wish there was I wish there was a kill rate for the pig off of hook states. You know what I mean? Like if there was like a hook state kill, sacrifice to the entity kill, I wish that was here so that I could like be like, hey, check this out. How, you know, the slowdown doesn't fucking matter that much because the pig is still an M1 killer. She's an M1 killer with a dash attack, but she's still basically an M1 killer. She has no anti-loop. Her chase is mediocre. Like, oh man. So this is interesting. I'm actually probably gonna save this so I have something for my pig video in the future. But yeah, that was everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look into the statistics of behavior. Sorry about the overlay that I didn't turn off, but hey, it is what it is. But as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Need more Kaiser in your life? Well, I've got you covered. Check out my second channel, The Kaiser Extras, where I upload full gameplays, stream compilations, me reacting to your Dead by Daylight clips, and more. We also upload a daily short with all the greatest clips from stream. We'll see you over there. Link is in the description.